Hello everybody, I'm Catherine and I'm here today with a review for Breathe by Abbi Glines. So this is the first book in her Sea Breeze series. It features Sadie, the good girl with a good heart and a sad backstory, and Jax, the heartbreaking heartthrob of a hunka burning love rock star. See, he has the guitar and everything. So Breathe is actually one of those books that came on my radar before the physical copies, I think, were really published. I remember years ago coming across it on Amazon for the Kindle and thinking, this looks interesting. Okay. I didn't want to pay for, Kindle books because at the time I did not like paying for ebooks when a physical book was a million times better. I'm a little more lax now by the occasional ebook, but that was why I didn't get it then. Since then, they've had the re-release in these types of covers, and the whole series has been done like them. I really like it. I think they're very cohesive. They flow well together on the shelf. But that's when I really kind of came back into it. They also re-released the Vincent Brothers, and I will link the review I have of that one down below. But yeah, that's how it came back to being on my radar in the more recent terms. So flash forward like a year, and I actually get around to reading it because I believe Breathe was one of the books that I picked up while on my cross-country road trip in 2013. So, yes, it's been a while. But as long as it did take me to read it, I was really happy when I finally did. I found I loved this book. It is very straight up YA. It is the cleanest of any of Abbi Glines' books, except maybe her Vincent Brothers books, because they are also straight up YA. But in the Rosemary Beach series, everything after this has a lot of heavy sex in it. So, you've been warned. So the whole basis of Breathe is that Sadie's mom and her have had a pretty hard life. They've recently moved to the beach coastal town of Sea Breeze, Alabama, and her mom has gotten a job while pregnant with her unexpected love child of a baby daddy who then has left the picture. And her mom has gotten a job cleaning house and doing that sort of like housekeeping kitchen stuff for the famous Jack Stone. Of course, Sadie's mom has a lot of problems. And while being 8 months pregnant, it's kind of hard to do the physical job like that, I imagine. So Sadie, being the person that has always taken care of her mom anyway, goes to work and meets Jax, and there is your story. Pretty much. A lot more than that happens. There's the hint of a love child triangle, if I can speak, in this book, with Sadie and Jax and another person who works at Jax's house named Marcus, but Marcus gets his own book in the next book anyway, so we all knew it wasn't going to work. Don't give me that look. So there are problems that I had with this book, let's put it that way. It is very, very, very young adult. It is kind of love at first sight, which isn't necessarily bad. Yes. I, though, for everything against it, even what I have against it, loved this book. Loved it. I actually somehow managed to obtain 2 copies. Somehow. And I gave the second copy to my friend Monica as a Christmas / housewarming present. Because she bought a house. So I also didn't give her the present until like March. Because she didn't move into the house until then. Bad at giving gifts. But it's a really... The thing, though, is that it's a really sweet love story at the center. Yes, it has your kind of typical barbarianness of Jax being a guy and like, oh, we can't be together, but I don't want you with anyone else either. And Sadie's like, oh, I love him, but I can't be with him. Oh, but I'm going to be with him anyways. Oh, no, I can't be with him. So you have that. But you know what? It works. The drama was what drew me into the story. I loved it. I loved kind of wondering, like, will they or won't they? Because within, you think they might not end up together. And you're just like, what the hell? And then I'm not going to let you know if they do get together. I will suggest, though, that with the Sea Breeze books, you actually read them in order. Because if you don't, it kind of spoils all the books before. But eventually it falls into a pattern and you just know how it's going to end. Happily. Sometimes. Oh. So Sadie and Jax were both really interesting characters. They were incredibly... Not Mary Sue. Mary Sue is not the right term, but they were very stereotyped. I mean, you get the bad boy, rocker boy, who's bad, and the good blonde girl who's good, and they come together and all that good stuff. But at the heart of the book, they actually have a lot of really real world problems that they're dealing with. Jax has his own little problems with like the fakeness of being famous and, you know, publicity and all of that stuff. And Sadie actually has to deal with real world problems, like making sure that there's food in the house and her mom's taking care of herself and bills are paid. And, you know, when the baby comes, actually being a parent to this baby because her mother is a horrible mother. Oh God, horrible mother. It is really nice that you actually see parents in this book. I find there's a lot of young adult books where the parents are there, but they're not there. So actually having a physical parental presence, and not only in the actual parents in this book, but with the main like housekeeper, kitchen cook lady whose name I forget, Mrs. something or other. There's that mother quality and that mother person who's always also looking out for Sadie, even when she's trying to hide the fact that she has some major problems she's dealing with, and she really just wants to take care of everything by herself. She doesn't want help from anyone. I really love that about Sadie's character. All in all, I really did love this book. I will definitely reread it. It is the perfect type of read to take and just sit out in the sun or in the shade with a lot of SPF sunscreen on and just read. Because it's the type of book that you also don't really want to put down. You just want to finish it, and thankfully it's short enough and it's quick enough that you can really finish it in one sitting if you like. Especially if you are a fast reader, you can finish it in like a couple hours. I think it took me a bit longer than a couple hours, but still. I don't actually remember. What are you running into? Can you just behave, please? No, I'm talking to you. Can you behave? What's that cow doing? I'm gonna get that cow. I'm gonna get it. Behave. So I really do recommend this book to anyone who loves the... Oh my goodness. So I really do recommend this book to anyone who loves those sweet romance, contemporary young adult novels yes, this one is pretty stereotypical, but at the same time, it is really, really enjoyable in my opinion. And it really does make the perfect summer lazy day read. Just sitting and relaxing with not a care in the world. I'm gonna get that cow. My cow. My cow. So that's it. Stay tuned tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. For the review of the next book in the Sea Breeze series, which is Because of Low, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. And yeah, happy reading everybody, and I will see you next time. Do you want this? Can you sit? Sit. You're not going to get your cow if you don't sit. Can you sit? What's the cow doing? So that is it for me this time, guys. Stay tuned tomorrow for my review of the next book in the Sea Breeze series. And until then, happy reading. Well, that's what happens when you bother me and I'm filming. Try and get it down from there. Can you get it? If I pull it closer, can you get it? Can you get it now? Here's the cow's tail. Can you get the tail? Guess you're not getting your cow.